Alright, so today we're going to talk about this knife here. This is the cold steel Luzon, and there's been a lot of yammering and yapping online about this and how different parts of this knife are failing. We're going to check it out. Let's get into this.
Please hold.
It's my pleasure to present Jimislash.
Okay, so this is the cold steel Luzon, and I believe this may be the first time I've actually done the smaller Luzon, the regular Luzon, on camera. So here you go. Check that out. Whoa, get my glasses on real quick here. Forgot to put those sexy things on. Alright, so there you go. Check that out. Now this is based on a Filipino fighting knife, I believe, and it's HCR13 MOV, which gets a lot of poo-pooing as well from the forums and whatnot. Now a lot of people are saying, well, the lock is failing, and I've been cut by this 3 times on 3 different knives. I don't know. We're gonna find out today, and we may find out the hard way. Who knows? So what I've done is I've brought out my cardboard stabbing brick. So now this is supposed to be like a self-defense knife. It's not actually a work knife, but we're gonna do some work with it and we're gonna do some stabbing with it. Then I'm gonna activate the secondary lock on this thing, and we're gonna see what all it hold on to, or it holds up to. I don't have my gloves. I was looking for my safety gloves, so this might be the bloodiest knife video you see on the internet today. So I'm just going to sit here. Now, this is a pretty substantial liner lock if you look at that. Check that out. I'm still trying to figure out this camera angle, so I apologize for the wiggling. So we're just going to sit here and just stab into this. I mean, it's going pretty deep. I'm kind of scared because I don't have any gloves on, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. This is about as much work I would do with a liner lock without those gloves, but please pray for me. Check that out. Nothing, no wiggle and jiggle. People are saying this is like a Walmart garbage knife. Just a lot of people talking trash that don't know what they're talking about. So, I don't have a problem with slippage. Let's check that blade out. There's nothing going on there. Still nice early lockup on there. There we go. I'm stabbing this pretty hard. It's pretty scary with the liner lock. If this is a triad lock, I wouldn't have any problem with it, but the liner lock's kind of scary, even from cold steel. There we go. Check that out. Now, you know, I ain't no wuss. I can lay some stabs down on this thing pretty good. So, let's flip this around. Stab some more over here. Let's turn it this way. Stab a little bit that way. I'm not having any problems with this lock. I don't know what they're doing that is causing this lock not to work. So, maybe they're... Oh, I accidentally activated that lock. So maybe they're... I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. If you use this knife like it's supposed to be used, you're going to be doing some of this, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit, get away from me, give me back my money. But still flipping great. Still nothing there. Alright, let's keep going here. I think I'm activating that lock. No, not that time. I think that's what happened earlier. So, make sure I don't activate that secondary lock and actually trust this liner lock. So, I don't know what they're doing. If you could think of something I should be doing to this that might ruin this lock like these people are talking about. This is a really stiff liner lock. So, still not having any issues with this lock. Not having any issues with the action after I've stabbed the mess out of this thing. But we'll keep going. Yeah, I could tell you a story, but I don't know any stories. This could be stabby story time. Keep going. Oh, did I stab all the way through? I did. I made it all the way through. You can't see it, but there's the tip right there. I stabbed myself in the face right there. Fantastic. All right, let's do it this way. So I don't know what they're yapping about. Now, when the Cold Steel Luzon first came out, I had the XL, the large one, and there was an issue. There was an issue. That was 3 years ago, though, and they've since fixed the issue. What was happening was that thing was there it is, activated again. That thing was catching down here and was actually opening up in people's pockets, and it kind of poked me one time. I think it stabbed me one time, if I remember correctly. But they got with their department of R&D and fixed it up, and now this is a great budget knife. In fact, if you want this knife, go over to Lone Star Sports Optics, use the Jimislash code and get your 10% off. Great budget knife, great pocket, you know. You can use it. Let me get some excellent cardboard boxes over here to use. First, let's see how sharp this is. We haven't done the coupon giveaway in a while, so sorry about that. But we're gonna use a coupon here. Let's check this out. All right. So even up there near the tip where we've been stabbing, just still tearing into it. So now we're going to do a little bit of cutting with this thing. Yeah, I'm going to tell you a story. What am I going to tell you a story about?
Alright. Let me tell you the story how I shot my sister with a BB gun. It was an accident. Now, I know I've told you the story about how I shot the other guy with a BB gun. Let's do that. But, I don't know. So me and my sister were walking down the street. This is not a long story. It ends with me in a lot of trouble, though. It ends with, do you ever have to go choose your own switch when you're a kid? I did. And I definitely deserved it this time. So, we're walking down the street, and I'm carrying this Daisy, which get me in trouble. That's what I shot the other kid with. This Daisy, you know, one pump rifleman single action Daisy BB gun, spring loaded or whatever it is. And I just decided it was time for her to dance. So I was like, okay, Becky, dance. And so she started dancing, and I shot that thing. I wasn't shooting at her. I was shooting at the pavement, at the asphalt there. And you know, it was fun. I think I shot at the pavement a couple times, and then finally the inevitable happened, and it ricocheted up and pegged her in the leg. There wasn't any blood or anything. Now, if you hear her say it, I was using a 45 or 44 Magnum or something. Their splinters got in her leg, but it was just a Daisy BB gun, Becky. There was no blood. But that didn't matter to my dad. So when he got wind of it, which he did because my sister could never keep a secret, she wasn't hurt or anything. Hours later, she had to bring it up after everything was going wonderfully. She brought it up. And so I was sent out to the olive orchard to, in fact, get the instrument of my own destruction. So, you know, and the thing was, my dad was smart. You couldn't bring back one of those rackety, you know, about to break kind of branches or switches. So I had to bring back the one with the good action on it and just take what was coming to me. And sure enough, I got my spanking, and my sister is still a pain in the butt. So there's that. There's that story. True story. Of course, if you ask my sister, she'll embellish a little bit. There was crying and blood and tears and probably an ambulance in her version. There's no telling what she's been telling people for the last 40 years.
Alright, so Luzon putting in a little work. Let me get the coupons back out here, see how the 8CR thing is, the 8CR13 is holding up. Alright, check this out. Yeah, still working. You want to test the belly here? Shall we test the belly here? We didn't test it before. Look at that, I'm saying it will. Let me get back here. See what we can do on the belly here. Alright. No belly hair. So it's like shaving sharp. I can't even get one. But, you know, it'll definitely cut your cheese or cut your apple or even continue slashing your cardboard there. I'm not sure it was belly shaving sharp at the beginning. What else can we do with this thing? We have no gloves. Should we test the... I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna test the thing. Oh, this is gonna hurt. I gotta do this. So I'm testing the spine whack without gloves. Y'all, you know, leave me some money down there. I think there's a little money button or something for all the stuff I do. or say something nice to me. Call me fearless. Say I'm handsome. Do something. Everything, this is scaring me. So I don't usually whack this hard with a liner lock. See, and that secondary lock's not even activated. So check that out. Let's see what happens. Liner lock, boom. Nothing, no wiggle, no jiggle, no side to side, no nothing. Now, with that liner lock, and we haven't even activated the liner lock, so if that liner lock activated, you can whack the mess out of this all day long, and you're not going to have any problems. I'm telling you guys, this is a really cool budget knife, something you could use for Christmas. You know, I might get some of these for my nephews for Christmas, but it's a great knife. They're not going to get it and go, oh, thanks for the Walmart knife, like some of those goofballs over on the forums are saying. This is a cool knife. It is not a Walmart budget knife, and it definitely holds up to a beating. They did a good job on this thing, and it doesn't have the eat your pants pocket. I know a lot of people don't like that plastic pocket clip, but man, look at that thing. It's going to get in your pocket and not be a problem. Well, anyway, let's do a few more whacks without the lock activated. Oh, reverse stickage. So, it really is a cool little knife, and it's going to hold up to what you need it to hold up to you. I really don't see a problem with this. You know, you could put an easy edge on this thing and get it to belly shaving sharp, and that's the beauty of ACR 13. It's still got a working edge on it, even after all the. I didn't count because I was telling my story about my bratty sister. All right, so there you go. There's the Cold Steel Luzon in response to a bunch of people on the internet saying bad things. I wanted to say some good things about it. But, you know, you were here. I would have said some bad things about it if it was, in fact, warranted. So, do me a favor, go check this out at Lone Star Sports Optics. They're doing a lot of cool stuff for the channel. They did that Recon 1 with Nathan's Knives earlier this month, and they're still continuing to help us out. So there's some good folks over there, and it helps out a mom and pop type store. And I think that's it. I'll talk to y'all later. Oh, new angle. I'll talk to y'all later.